जाड्यादिशंसो क्षणवाडवाभ्यां नमो नमः श्री गुरुपादुकाभ्याम् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। ॐ अस्य श्री गुरुगीतास्तोत्रमन्त्रस्य भगवान् सदाशिवऋषि नानाविधानि छन्दांसि श्री गुरु परमात्मा देवता हम बीजं सह शक्ति क्रोकीलकं श्री गुरु प्रसाद सिद्ध्यर्थे जपे विनियोगः। अथ ध्यानं हंसाभ्यां परिवृत्तपत्रकमले दिव्ये जगत्कारणे विश्वोत्कीर्णमनेकदेहनिलये स्वच्छन्दमात्मेच्छया तद्योदं पदशाम्भवं तु चरणं दीपाङ्कुरग्राहिणं प्रत्यक्षाक्षरविग्रहं गुरुपदम् शाश्वतं। सूत उवाच कैलासशिखरे रम्ये भक्तिसन्धाननायकं प्रणम्य पार्वती भक्त्या शङ्करं परिपृच्छति। श्रीदेव्योवाच ॐ नमो देवदेवेश परात्पर जगद्गुरु सदाशिव महादेव गुरुदीक्षां प्रदेहि मे। केन मार्गेण भो स्वामिन् देहि ब्रह्ममयो भवेत् त्वं कृपां कुरु मे स्वामिन् नमामि चरणौ तव। ईश्वर उवाच मम रूपासि देवी त्वं त्वत्प्रीत्यर्थं वदाम्यहं लोकोपकारकः प्रश्नो न केनापि कृतः पुरा। दुर्लभं त्रिषु लोकेषु तच्छृणुष्व वदाम्यहं गुरुं विना ब्रह्म नान्यत् सत्यं सत्यं वरानने। वेदशास्त्रपुराणानि इतिहासादिकानि च मन्त्रयन्त्रादिविद्याश्च स्मृतिरुच्चाटनादिकं शैवशाक्तगमादीनि अन्यानि विविधानि च अपभ्रंशकराणिह जीवानां भ्रान्तचेतसां। यज्ञं व्रतं तपोदानं जपं तीर्थं तथैव च गुरुतत्त्वमविज्ञाय मूढस्तु चरते जनः। गुरुर्बुद्ध्यात्मनो नान्यत् सत्यं सत्यं न संशयः तल्लाभार्थं प्रयत्नस्तु कर्तव्यो हि मनीषिभिः। गूढविद्या जगन्माया देहे चाज्ञानसम्भवा उदयो यत्प्रकाशेन गुरुशब्देन कथ्यते। सर्वपापविशुद्धात्मा श्रीगुरुपादसेवनात् देहे ब्रह्म भवेद्यस्मात् त्वत्कृपार्थं वदामि ते। गुरुपादम्बुजं स्मृत्वा जलं शिरसि धारयेत् सर्वतीर्थावगाहस्य सम्प्राप्नोति फलं नरः। शोषणं पापपङ्कस्य दीपनं ज्ञानतेजसा गुरोपादोदकं सम्यक् संसारार्णवतारकम् अज्ञानमूलहरणं जन्मकर्मनिवारणं ज्ञानवैराग्यसिद्ध्यर्थं गुरोपादोदकं पिबेत् गुरोपादोदकं पीत्वा गुरोरुच्छिष्टभोजनं गुरुमूर्ते सदा ध्यानं गुरुमन्त्रं सदा जपेत् काशीक्षेत्रं तन्निवासो जाह्नवीचरणोदकं गुरुर्विश्वेश्वर साक्षात् तारकं ब्रह्म निश्चितं गुरोपादोदकं सुसोक्षयो वटा प्रयागश्च गुरुमूर्त्यै नमो नमः गुरुमूर्तिं स्मरे नित्यं गुरुनाम सदा जपेत् गुरोराज्ञं प्रकुर्वीत गुरोरन्यन्यभावयेत् गुरुभक्त कुलस्त्री स्वपतिर्यथा आश्रमं च स्वजातिं च स्वकीर्तिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् एतत्सर्वं परित्यज्य यन्तो मां सुलभं परमं पदं तस्मात् सर्वप्रयत्नेन गुरोराराधनं कुरु त्रैलोक्ये स्फुटवक्तारो देवाद्यसुरपन्नगाः गुरोभक्त्रस्थिता विद्या गुरोभक्त्या दुलभ्यते गुकारस्त्वन्धकारश्च ऋकारस्तेज उच्यते अज्ञानग्रासकं ब्रह्म गुरोरेव न संशयः गोकारः प्रथमो वर्णो मायादिगुणभासका ऋकारो द्वितीयो ब्रह्म मायाभ्रान्तिविनाश गुरुपदं श्रेष्ठं देवानामपि दुर्लभं हा हा हू गणश्चैव गन्धर्वैश्च प्रपूज्यते ध्रुवं तेषां च सर्वेषां नास्ति तत्त्वं गुरो परं शयनं वस्त्रं भूषणं वाहनादिकं साधकेन प्रदातव्यं गुरुसन्तोषकारकं गुरोराराधनं कार्यं स्वजीवित्वं निवेदयेत् कर्मणा मनसा वाचा नित्यमाराधयेत् गुरुं दीर्घदण्डं नमस्कृत्य निर्लज्जो गुरुसन्निधौ शरीरम् इन्द्रियं प्राणान् सद्गुरुभ्यो निवेदयेत् आत्मदारादिकं सर्वं सद्गुरुभ्यो निवेदयेत् कृमिकीटभस्मविष्ठा दुर्गन्धिमलमूत्रकं श्लेष्मरक्तं त्वचं मांसं वञ्चयेन वरानने संसारवृक्षमारूढा पतन्तो नरकार्णवे येन चैवोद्धृता सर्वे तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः हेतुब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुर्गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः हेतवे जगतामेव संसारार्णवसेतवे प्रभवे सर्वविद्यानां शम्भवे गुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। त्वं पिता त्वं च मे माता त्वं बन्धुस्त्वं च देवता संसारप्रतिबोधार्थं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यत्सत्येन जगत्सत्यं यत्प्रकाशेन भाति तत् यदानन्देन नन्दन्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यस्य सिद्ध्या सत्यमिदं यद्भाति भानुरूपतः प्रियं पुत्रादि यत्प्रीत्या तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। येन चेतयते इदं चित्तं चेतयते नयं जाग्रत्स्वप्न सुषुप्त्यादि तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यस्य ज्ञानादिदं विश्वं न दृश्यं भिन्नभेदतः सदेकरूपरूपाय तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यस्य मतं तस्य मतं मतं यस्यानवेदसः अनन्यभावभावाय तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यस्य कारणरूपस्य कार्यरूपेण भाति यत् कार्यकारणरूपाय तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नानारूपमिदं सर्वं न केनाप्यस्ति भिन्नता कार्यकारणता चैव तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। यदङ्घ्रिकमलद्वन्द्वं द्वन्द्वतापनिवारकं तारकं सर्वदापद्य श्रीगुरुं प्रणमाम्यहम्। शिवे क्रुद्धे गुरुस्त्राता गुरो क्रुद्धे शिवो नहि तस्मात् सर्वप्रयत्नेन श्रीगुरुं शरणं व्रजे। वन्दे गुरुपदद्वन्द्वं वाङ्मनश्चित्तगोचरं श्वेतरक्तप्रभाभिन्नं शिवशक्त्यात्मकं परम्। गुकारं च गुणातीतं ऋकारं रूपवर्जितं गुणातीतस्वरूपं च यो दद्यात् स गुरुस्मृता। अत्रिनेत्र सर्वसाक्षी अचतुर्बाहुरच्युता अचतुर्वदनो ब्रह्मा श्रीगुरुकार्तिकाप्रिये। अयं मयाञ्जलिर्बद्धो दयासागरवृद्धये यदनुग्रहतो जन्तुश्चित्तसंसारमुक्तिभाक्। श्रीगुरो परमं रूपं विवेकचक्षुषोमृतं मन्दभाग्यान् पश्यन्ति अन्धाः सूर्योदयं यथा। श्रीनाथ चरणद्वन्द्वं यस्यां दिशि विराजते तस्यै दिशे नमस्कुर्यात् भक्त्या प्रतिदिनं प्रिये। तस्यै दिशे शततमञ्जलेश आर्ये प्रक्षिप्यते मुखरितो मधुपैर्बुधैश्च जागर्ति यत्र भगवान् गुरुचक्रवर्ती। विश्वोदयप्रलयनाटकनित्यसाक्षी श्रीनाथादिगुरुत्रयं गणपतिं पीठत्रयं भैरवं सिद्धौघं वटुकत्रयं पदयुगं दूतीक्रमं मण्डलम्। वीरान्द्वष्टचतुष्टषष्टिनवकं वीराबलिपञ्चकम् श्रीमन्मालिनी मन्त्रराजसहितं वन्दे गुरुर्मण्डलम् अभ्यस्तये सकलये सुदीर्घमनिलये व्याधिप्रदैर्दुष्करे प्राणायामशतैरनेककरणे दुर्गात्मकैर्दुर्जये यस्मिन्नाभ्युदिते विनश्यति बले वायु स्वयं तत्क्षणात् प्राप्तुं तत्सहजं स्वभावमनिशम् सेवाद्वमेकं गुरुम् स्वदेशिकस्यैव शरीरचिन्तनं भवेदनन्दस्य शिवस्य चिन्तनं स्वदेशिकस्यैव च नाम कीर्तनं भवेदनन्तस्य शिवस्य कीर्तनं यत्पादरेणुकणिका कापि संसारवारिधे सेतुबन्धायते नाथं देशिकं तमुपास्महे यस्मादनुग्रहं लब्ध्वा महालग्नानमुच्यते तस्मै श्रीदेशिकेन्द्राय नमश्चाभीष्टसिद्धये पादाब्जं सर्वसंसार दावानलविनाशकं ब्रह्मरन्ध्रेषिताम्भोज मध्यस्थं चन्द्रमण्डले तथादित्रिरेखाब्जे सहस्रदलमण्डले हंसपार्श्वत्रिकोणे च स्मरेतन्मध्यगं सकलभुवनसृष्टिः कल्पिता शेषपुष्टिर्निखिलनिगमदृष्टिः सम्पदां व्यर्थदृष्टिः अवगुणपरिमाष्टिः तत्पदार्थैकदृष्टिः अवगुणपरमेष्टिः मोक्षमार्गैकदृष्टिः सकलभुवनरङ्गा स्थापनस्तम्भयष्टिः सकरुणरसवृष्टिः तत्त्वमाला समष्टिः सकलसमयसृष्टिः सच्चिदानन्ददृष्टिः निवसतु मयि नित्यं श्रीगुरुर्दिव्यदृष्टिः अग्निशुद्धं समन्तातु ज्वालापरीचकादिया मन्दयाजनिमं मन्ये अर्निशं पातु मृत्युतः तदेजति तन्नैजति तद्दूरे तत्समीपके तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य तदु सर्वस्य बाह्यतः अजोऽहमजरोऽहं च अनादिनिधनस्वयम् अनित्यश्चिदानन्द अणीयान्महतो महान् अपूर्वाणां परं नित्यं स्वयं ज्योतिर्निरामयम् विराजं परमाकाशं ध्रुवमानन्दमव्ययम् श्रुतिप्रत्यक्षमैत्रेयम् अनुमानश्चतुष्टयम् यस्य चात्मा तपो वेद देशिकं च सदा स्मरेत् मननं यद्भवं कार्यं तद्वदामि महामते साधुत्वं च मया दृष्टं त्वयि तिष्ठति साम्प्रतम् अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः सर्वश्रुतिशिरोरत्न विराजिता पदाम्बुजा वेदान्ताम्बुजसूर्यो यस्तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण ज्ञानमुत्पद्यते स्वयं य एव सर्वसम्प्राप्तिः तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। चैतन्यं शाश्वतं शान्तं व्योमातीतं निरञ्जनं नादबिन्दुकलातीतं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सारं जङ्गमं चैव तथा चैव चराचरं व्याप्तं येन जगत्सर्वं तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ज्ञानशक्तिसमारूढस्तत्त्वमाला विभूषितः बुद्धिमुक्तिप्रदाताय तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। अनेकजन्मसम्प्राप्त सर्वकर्मविदायिने स्वात्मज्ञानप्रभावेण तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। न गुरोरधिकं तत्त्वं न गुरोरधिकं तपः तत्त्वं ज्ञानात् परं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। मन्नाथ श्रीजगन्नाथो मद्गुरु श्रीजगद्गुरो ममात्मा सर्वभूतात्मा तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। ध्यानमूलं गुरोर्मूर्ति पूजामूलं गुरोपरं मन्त्रमूलं गुरोर्वाक्यं मोक्षमूलं गुरोकृपा। गुरुरादिरनादिश गुरुपरमदैवतं गुरुपरतरं नास्ति तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। सप्तसागरपर्यन्तं तीर्थस्नानादिकं फलं गुरोरङ्घ्रिपयो बिन्दु सहस्रांशेन दुर्लभम्। हरौरुष्टे गुरुस्वाता गुरोरुष्टेन कश्चन तस्मात् सर्वप्रयत्नेन श्रीगुरुशरणं व्रजे। गुरुरेव जगत्सर्वं ब्रह्म विष्णु शिवात्मकं गुरुपरतरं नास्ति तस्मै सम्पूजयेत् गुरुम्। ज्ञानं विज्ञानसहितं लभ्यते गुरुभक्तितः गुरुपरतरं नास्ति ध्येयोऽसौ गुरुमार्गिभिः। यस्मात् परतरं नास्ति नेति नेतीति वै श्रुतिः मनसापि च सा चैव नित्यमाराधयेत् गुरुम्। गुरोकृपाप्रसादेन ब्रह्म विष्णु सदाशिवा समर्था प्रभवादौ च केवलं गुरुसेवया। देवकिन्नरगन्धर्व पितरो यक्षचारणा मुनयोऽपि न जानन्ति गुरुशुश्रूषणे विधिं। महाहङ्कारगर्वेण तपो विद्याबलान्विता संसारकुहरावर्ते घटयन्त्रे यथा घटा। न मुक्ता देवगन्धर्वा पितरो यक्षकिन्नराः ऋषयः सर्वसिद्धाश्च गुरुसेवा पराङ्मुखाः। ध्यानं शृणु महादेवी सर्वानन्दप्रदायकं सर्वसौख्यकरं नित्यं भुक्तिमुक्तिविदायकं। श्रीमत्परब्रह्मगुरुं स्मरामि श्रीमत्पर निर्विकारम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वदि साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि। नित्यं शुद्धं निराभासं निराकारं निरञ्जनं नित्यबोधं चिदानन्दं गुरुमहमानम्यहम्। वेदाम्बुजे कर्णिकमध्यसंस्थे सिंहासने संस्थितदिव्यमूर्तिं ध्यायेत् गुरुं चन्द्रकलाप्रकाशं चित्पुस्तकाभीष्टवरं ददानं श्वेताम्बरं श्वेतविलेपपुष्पं मुक्ताविभूषं मुदितं द्विनेत्रं वामाङ्गपीठस्थितदिव्यशक्तिं मन्दस्थितं सान्द्रकृपानिधानम् आनन्दमानन्दकरं प्रसन्नं ज्ञानस्वरूपं निजबोधयुक्तं योगेन्द्रमीड्यं भवरोगवैद्यं श्रीमद्गुरुं नित्यमहं नमामि। यस्मिन् सृष्टिस्थितिध्वंस निग्रहानुग्रहात्मकं कृत्यं पञ्चविधं शाश्वतं भासतीर्थं नमाम्यहम्। प्रातः शिरसि शुक्लाब्जे द्विनेत्रं द्विभुजं गुरुं वराभययुतं शान्तं स्मरेतं नामपूर्वकम्। न गुरोरधिकं न गुरोरधिकं न गुरोरधिकं न गुरोरधिकं शिवशासनता 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 इदमेव शिवं त्रिदमेव शिवं त्रिदमेव शिवं त्रिदमेव शिवं मम शासनतो मम शासनतो मम शासनतो मम शासनता। एवं विदं गुरुं ध्यात्वा ज्ञानमुत्पद्यते स्वयं तत्सद्गुरु प्रसादेन मुक्तोऽहमिति भावयेत्। गुरुदर्शितमार्गेण मनः शुद्धिं तु कारयेत् अनित्यं खण्डयेत् सर्वं यत्किञ्चिदात्मगोचरम्। ज्ञेयं सर्वस्वरूपं च ज्ञानं च मन उच्यते ज्ञानं ज्ञेयं समन्कुर्यात् नान्यः पन्था द्वितीयः। एवं श्रुत्वा महादेवी गुरुनिन्दां करोति यः स याति नरकं घोरं यावच्चन्द्रदिवाकरो। यावत् कल्पान्तको देहः तावदेव गुरुं स्मरेत्। गुरुरूपो न कर्तव्यः स्वच्छन्दो यदि वा भवेत्। ओङ्कारेण न वक्तव्यं स्वाज्ञै शिष्यै कथञ्चन। गुरोरग्रे न वक्तव्यम् असत्यं च कदाचन। गुरुं त्वं कृत्य हुङ्कृत्य गुरुं निर्जित्य वादताः। अरण्ये निर्जले देशे स भवेत् ब्रह्मराक्षसः। मुनिभिः पन्नगैर्वापि सुरैर्वा शापितो यदि। कालमृत्युभयाद्वापि गुरुरक्षति पार्वती। अशक्ता हि सुराध्यश्च अशक्ता मुनयस्तथा। गुरुशापेन ते शीघ्रं क्षयं यान्ति न संशयः। मन्त्रराजमिदं देवी गुरुरित्यक्षरद्वयम् स्मृतिवेदार्थवाक्येन गुरुः साक्षात् परं पदम् श्रुति स्मृति अभिज्ञाय केवलं गुरुसेवकाः ते वै सन्न्यासिना प्रोक्ता इतरे वेषधारिणः नित्यं ब्रह्म निराकारं निर्गुणं बोधयेत् परं सर्वं ब्रह्म निराभासं दीपो दीपान्तरं यथा गुरुकृपा प्रसादेन आत्मारामं निरीक्षये अनेन गुरुमार्गेण स्वात्मज्ञानं प्रवर्तते ब्रह्मस्तम्भपर्यन्तं परमात्मस्वरूपकं स्थावरं जङ्गमं चैव
प्रणमामि जगन्मयं
वन्देऽहं सच्चिदानन्दं वेदातीतं सदागुरुं नित्यं पूर्णं निराकारं निर्गुणं साधुसंस्थितं परात्परतरं ध्येयं नित्यमानन्दकारकं हृदयाकाशमध्यस्थं शुद्धस्फटिकसंनिभं स्फटिकाप्रतिमारूपं दृश्यते दर्पणे यथा तदात्मनि चिदाकारम् आनन्दं सोऽहमित्युतः अङ्गुष्ठमात्रपुरुषं ध्यायतश्चिन्मयं हृदि तत्र स्फुरति भावोऽय शृणुतं कथयाम्यहम् अगोचरं तथा गम्यं नामरूपविवर्जितं निःशब्दं तद्विजानीयात् स्वभावं ब्रह्म पार्वती यथा गन्धस्वभावेन कर्पूरकुसुमादिषु शीतोष्णादिस्वभावेन तथा ब्रह्म च शाश्वतम् स्वयं तथा विधो भूत्वा स्थातव्यं यत्र कुत्रचित् कीटभ्रमरवत् तत्र ध्यानं भवति तादृशम् गुरुध्यानं तथा कृत्वा स्वयं ब्रह्ममयो भवेत् पिण्डे पदे तथा रूपे मुक्तो नाथ संशया पार्वती उवाच पिण्डं किं नो महादेव पदं किं समुदारितं रूपातीतं च रूपं किम् एतदाख्याहि शङ्कर श्रीमहादेव उवाच पिण्डं कुण्डलिनी शक्ति पदं हंसमुदारितं रूपं बिन्दुरिति गेयं रूपातीतं निरञ्जनम् पिण्डे मुक्ता पदे मुक्ता रूपे मुक्ता वरानने रूपातीते तु ये मुक्ता ते मुक्ता नात्र संशयः स्वयं सर्वमयो भूत्वा परं तत्त्वं विलोकये परात् परतरं नान्यत् सर्वमेतन्निरामयम् तस्यावलोकनं प्राप्य सर्वसङ्गविवर्जितः एकाकी निःस्पृहा शान्ता तिष्ठासि तत्प्रसादतः लब्धं वाथ न लब्धं वा स्वल्पं वा बहुलं तथा निष्कामेनैव भोक्तव्यं सदा सन्तुष्टचेतसा सर्वज्ञपदमित्याहुः देहि सर्वमयो बुधः सदानन्द सदा शान्तो रमते यत्र कुत्रचित् यत्त्वैव तिष्ठते सोऽपि सतेष पुण्यभाजनम् मुक्तस्य लक्षणं देवी तवाग्रे कथितं मया उपदेशस्तथा देवी गुरुमार्गेण मुक्तिदः गुरुभक्तिस्तथा ध्यानं सकलं तव कीर्तितम् अनेन यद्भवेत् कार्यं तद्वदामि महामते लोकोपकारकं देवी लौकिकं तु न भावये लौकिकात् कर्मणो यान्ति ज्ञानहीना भवार्णवम् ज्ञानी तु भावयेत् सर्वं यत्किञ्चित्
इदं तु भक्तिभावेन पठते शृणुते यदि लिखित्वा तत्प्रदातव्यं तत्सर्वं सफलं भवेत् गुरुगीतात्मकं देवी शुद्धतत्त्वं मयोदितं भवव्याधिविनाशार्थं स्वयमेव जपेत् सदा गुरुगीताक्षरैकं तु मन्त्रराजमिमं जपेत् अन्ये च विविधा मन्त्रा कल्लां नार्हन्ति षोडशीम् अनन्तफलमाप्नोति गुरुगीता जपेन तु सर्वपापप्रशमनं सर्वदारिद्र्यनाशनं कालमृत्युभयहरं सर्वसङ्कटनाशनं यक्षराक्षसभूतानां चोरव्याघ्रभयापहम् महाव्याधिहरं सर्वं विभूतिसिद्धिदं भवेत् अथवा मोहनं वश्यं स्वयमेव जपेत् सदा वस्त्रासने च दारिद्र्यं पाषाणे रोगसम्भवः मेदिन्यां दुःखमाप्नोति काष्ठे भवति निष्फलम् कृष्णाजिने ज्ञानसिद्धि मोक्षश्रीव्याघ्रचर्मणि कुशासने ज्ञानसिद्धि सर्वसिद्धिस्तु कम्फले कुशैवा दुर्वया देवी आसने शुभ्रकम्बले उपविश्य ततो देवी जले एकाग्रमानसा ध्येयं शुक्लं च शान्त्यर्थं वश्ये रक्तासनं प्रिये अभिचारे कृष्णवर्णं पीतवर्णं धनानि उपारे शान्तिकामस्तु वश्ये पूर्वमुखो जपे दक्षिणे मारणं गोप्तं पश्चिमे च धनागमः मोहनं सर्वभूतानां बन्धमोक्षकरं भवेत् देवराजप्रियकरं सर्वलोकवशं भवेत् सर्वेषां स्तम्भनकरं गुणानां च विवर्धनं दुष्कर्मनाशनं चैव सुकर्मसिद्धिदं भवेत् असिद्धं साधयेत् कार्यं नवग्रहभयापहं दुःस्वप्ननाशनं चैव सुस्वप्नफलदायकं सर्वशान्तिकरं नित्यं तथा वन्द्या सुपुत्रदम् अवैधव्यकरं स्त्रीणां सौभाग्यदायकं सदा आयुरारोग्यमैश्वर्यं पुत्रपौत्रप्रवर्धनम् अकामता श्रीविधवा जपन्मोक्षमवाप्नुयात् अवैधव्यं सकामात्तु लभते चान्यजन्मनि सर्वदुःखभयं विघ्नं नाशयेत् चापहारकम् सर्वबाधाप्रशमनं धर्मार्थकाममोक्षदम् यं यं चिन्तयते कामं तं तं प्राप्नोति निश्चितम् कामितस्य कामधेनो कल्पना कल्पकादपः चिन्ता तस्य कामफलप्रदम् जपेश्चाप्तश्च सौरश्च गाणपत्यश्च वैष्णवः शैवश्च सिद्धिदं देवी सत्यं सत्यं न संशयः अथ काम्यजपे स्थानं कथयामि वरानने सागरे वा सरितीरे अथवा हरिहरालये शक्तिदेवालये गोष्ठे सर्वदेवालये शुभे वटे च धातृमूले वा मठे वृन्दावने तथा पवित्रे निर्मले स्थाने नित्यानुष्ठानतोऽपि वा निर्वेदनेन मौनेन जपमेतं समाचरे श्मशाने भूमौ तु वटमूलान्तिके तथा सृज्यन्ति दातरे मूले च्युतवृक्षस्य सन्निधौ गुरुपुत्रो वरं मूर्खस्तस्य सिद्ध्यन्ति नान्यथा शुभकर्माणि सर्वाणि दीक्षाव्रता तपांसि च संसारमलनाशार्थं भवपाशान्यवृत्तये गुरुगीताभसि स्नानं तत्त्वज्ञः कुरुते सदा स एव च गुरुः साक्षात् सदा सद्ब्रह्मवित्तमः तस्य स्थानानि सर्वाणि पवित्राणि न संशयः सर्वशुद्धः पवित्रोऽसौ स्वभावाद्यत्र तिष्ठति तत्र देवगणाः सर्वे क्षेत्रे पीठे वसन्ति आसनस्थः शयानो वा गच्छन् तिष्ठन् वदन्नपि अश्वारूढो गजारूढः सुप्तो वा जाग्रतोऽपि वा शुचिष्मांश सदा ज्ञानी गुरुगीता जपेन तु तस्य दर्शनमात्रेण पुनर्जन्म न विद्यते समुद्रे च यथा तोयं क्षीरे क्षीरं घृते घृतं भिन्ने कुम्भे यथाकाशात् तथात्मा परमात्मनि तथैव ज्ञानी जीवात्मा परमात्मा विलीयते ऐक्येन रमते ज्ञानी यत्र तत्र दिवानिशम् एवं विदो महामुक्ता सर्वदा वर्तते बुधः तस्य सर्वप्रयत्नेन भावभक्तिं करोति यः सर्वसन्देहरहितो मुक्तो भवति पार्वती भुक्तिमुक्तिद्वयं तस्य जिह्वाग्रे च सरस्वती अनेन प्राणिनः सर्वे गुरुगीता जपेन तु सर्वसिद्धिं प्राप्नुवन्ति भुक्तिमुक्तिं न संशयः सत्यं सत्यं पुनः सत्यं धर्म्यं सांख्यं मयोदितं गुरुगीता समं नास्ति सत्यं सत्यं परायणे एको देव एकधर्म एकनिष्ठा परं तपः गुरोपरं नान्यत् नास्ति तत्त्वं गुरोपरम् माता धन्या पिता धन्यो धन्यो वंशाकुलं तथा धन्या च वसुधा देवी गुरुदेवी सुगुरुप्रभा शरीरमिन्द्रियं प्राणाश्चार्थ स्वजन बान्धवा माता पिता कुलं देवी गुरुरेव संशयः आकल्पजन्मनां कोट्या जपा व्रत तपक्रिया तत्सर्वं सफलं देवी गुरुसन्तोषमात्रतः विद्या तपो बलेनैव मन्दभाग्याश्च ये नरा सिद्धचारणयश्चाश्च अन्येऽपि मुनयो जनाः गुरुभावा परं तीर्थम् अन्यतीर्थं निरर्थकम् सर्वतीर्थाश्रयो देवी पादाङ्गुष्ठं च वर्तते जपेन जयमाप्नोति चानन्दफलमाप्नुयात् हीनकर्म जयं सर्वं स्थानानि चाधमानि च जपं हीनासनं कुर्वन् हीनकर्मफलप्रदम् गुरुगीतां प्रयाणेव सङ्ग्रामे संकटे जपं जयमवाप्नोति मरणे मुक्तिदायकम् सर्वकर्मसु सर्वत्र गुरुपुत्रस्य सिद्ध्यति इदं रहस्यं नो वाच्यं त्वमाग्रे कथितं मया सुगोप्यं च प्रयत्नेन मम त्वं च प्रियाकृति स्वामिमुख्या गणेशादि वैष्णवादीनां च पार्वती मनसापि न वक्तव्यं सत्यं सत्यं वदाम्यहम् अतीव पक्वचित्ताय श्रद्धा भक्तियुताय च प्रवक्तव्यमिदं देवी ममात्मासि सदा प्रिये अभक्ते वञ्चके धूर्ते पाखण्डे नास्तिके नगे मनसापि न वक्तव्यं गुरुगीता कदाचन संसारसागरसमुद्धरणैकमन्त्रम् ब्रह्मादिदेवमुनिपूजितसेदमन्त्रम् दारिद्र्यदुःखभवरोगविनाशमन्त्रम् वन्दे महाभयहरं गुरुराजमन्त्रम् इति श्रीस्कन्दपुराणे उत्तरखण्डे ईश्वर-पार्वती संवादे गुरुगीता समाप्ता। श्रीगुरुदेव चरणार्पणमस्तु। नित्यानन्दाय गुरवे शिष्यसंसारहारिणे भक्तकार्येकदेहाय नमस्ते चित्सदात्मने निवासनं निराकाङ्क्षं सर्वदोषविवर्जितं निरालम्बं निरातङ्कं नित्यानन्दं नमाम्यहम् वेदज्ञानविहीनं तम् अवधूतं नमाम्यहम् जगं पश्यति यो यस्तु जगत्पश्यति चिन्मयम् नित्ययुक्तं गुणातीतं नित्यानन्दं नमाम्यहम् योगिदर्शनमात्रेण भवते भुवनत्रयम् पावनं जङ्गमं तीर्थम् अवधूतं नमाम्यहम् सर्वपूज्यं सदा पूर्णं अखण्डानन्दविग्रहं स्वप्रकाशं चिदानन्दं नित्यानन्दं नमाम्यहम् निष्कलं निष्क्रियं शान्तं निर्मलं परमामृतं गणेशकुलेवासिनम् अवधूतं नमाम्यहम् योगपूर्णं तपोमूर्तिं प्रेमपूर्णं सुदर्शनं ज्ञानपूर्णं कृपामूर्तिं नित्यानन्दं नमाम्यहम् दुर्जना सज्जनो भूयात् सज्जना शान्तिमाप्नुयात् शान्तो मुचेत बन्देभ्यो स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्तां न्यायेन मार्गेण महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी शस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं शोभरहितो ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् सर्वस्तरतु दुर्गाणि सर्वो भद्राणि पश्यतु सर्वकामानवाप्नोतु सर्वत्र नन्दतु स्वस्ति मात्रा उत पितॄणो अस्तु स्वस्ति गोभ्यो जगते पुरुषेभ्यः विश्वं सुभूतं सुविदत्तं नो अस्तु यो एव जुष्येम सूर्यम् ॐ शान्ति 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 There's lots of empty chairs up here. आरती करूं सद्गुरु की, करूं सद्गुरु की, प्यारे गुरुवर की आरती करूं, आरती करूं सद्गुरु की, करूं सद्गुरु की, प्यारे गुरुवर की आरती करूं गुरुवर की। जय गुरुदेव मन अविनाशी, ज्ञान रूप अंतर के वासी। जय गुरुदेव ज्ञान रूप अंतर के वासी। पग पग पर देते प्रकाश, जैसे किरणें दिनकर की आरती करूं गुरुवर की, आरती करूं सद्गुरु की, करूं सद्गुरु की, प्यारे गुरुवर की आरती करूं गुरुवर की। जब से शरण तुम्हारी आए, अमृत से मीठे फल पाए। जब से शरण तुम्हारी आए, अमृत से मीठे फल पाए। शरण तुम्हारे क्या है छाया, कल्प वृक्ष तरुवर के आरती करूं गुरुवर की, आरती करूं सद्गुरु की, करूं सद्गुरु की, प्यारे गुरुवर की आरती करूं गुरुवर की। ब्रह्म ज्ञान के पूर्ण प्रकाशक, योग ज्ञान के अटल प्रवर्तक। ब्रह्म ज्ञान के पूर्ण प्रकाशक, योग ज्ञान के अटल प्रवर्तक। जय गुरु चरण सरोज मिटा दे यथा हमारे और की आरती करूं गुरुवर की, आरती करूं सद्गुरु की, करूं सद्गुरु की, प्यारे गुरुवर की आरती करूं गुरुवर पातरधार ब्रह्म ज्ञान निरजर के आरती करूं गुरुवर के आरती करूं सद्गुरु की करूं सद्गुरु के प्यारे गुरुवर की आरती करूं गुरुवर की करो कृपा सद्गुरु कारण सतपथ दर्शक भ्रांति निवारण करो कृपा सद्गुरु जगता सतपथ दर्शक भ्रांति निवारण जय हो नित्य ज्योति प्रकाश वाले लीला धर के आरती गुरुवर की आरती सद्गुरु के प्यारे आरती करूं गुरुवर की नित्यानंद सद्गुरुदास शक्तिपात के दिव्य प्रदाता मुक्तानंद सद्गुरुदाता शक्तिपात के दिव्य हर के वास गणेश पुरी भव बांधा हरली जन के आरती करूं गुरुवर की आरती करूं सद्गुरु की करूं सद्गुरु के प्यारे गुरुवर की आरती करूं गुरुवर की ओम चैतन्यं शाश्वतं शान्तं व्योमातीतं निरञ्जनं नादबिन्दु फलातीतं तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
मुक्तानन्दाय गुरवे शिष्यसंसारहरिणे भक्तकाय कदेहाय नमस्ते चित्सदात्मने ॐ नमः शिवाय गुरवे सच्चिदानन्दमूर्तये निष्कपञ्चाय शान्ताय निरालम्बाय तेजसे ॐ सहना भवतु सहनो भुनक्तु सह वीर्यं करवावहै तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय।
With great love and great respect, a heartfelt welcome to each and everyone. We've gathered here for Sunday's Satsang, but also celebrating Baba Muktananda's 41st lunar Mahasamadhi. Every year for these 15 days in October, the day after the new moon up to the full moon, we are busy. First we celebrate 9 or 10 days of Navaratra, and usually we have a day or two free, and then we celebrate Baba Muktananda's Mahasamadhi. We did this year with 3 days of sattvic cooking, and I think different people enjoyed that. And we had the intensive yesterday, and here we are today. The eclipse is over, the full moon is over, the rain is over, not quite, but and we're at it. So I wrote something some time ago, and I thought we could consider this our 41st AGM, Annual General Meeting. So I thought I'd remind myself and remind all of us that Shanti Mandir, we continue to practice what Baba Muktananda and the sages have taught. And as I shared yesterday, not just in the last 41 years or 50 years, but from creation up to dissolution. Because who are we when we begin to think? The sages tell us to ask ourselves. And the second chapter of the Srimad Bhagavad Gita says, "Na jayate mriyate va kadachid nayam bhutva bhavita na bhuyaha ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano na hanyate hanyamane sharire." I am not the body. Normally when somebody says, "Who are you?" we always respond with the name, the form, the country, the passport you hold, and all of those identities. But here it says, "Ajo nitya shashvatoyam purano." I am unborn. I am eternal. I have always been. And I'm ancient. And no matter what happens to this physical form, nothing happens to me. So I'm not born, I do not die. I wasn't, I will not be, because I am. So I'm neither in the past, I'm neither in the future, I'm always there. So who am I? Of course, you're going to give the typical answer, I am the self. Anyway, leave you all to think of that answer. So we chant, we meditate, we keep good company through Satsang. We study the wisdom of the scriptures. And the beauty of what Baba Muktananda did, in my understanding, is he came to the West, but he brought his whole entire, we could say, retinue of the sages, of the gurus, of the tradition. And it didn't matter to him who was in his audience. And that truth was the truth, and that truth was what he was going to share, and that was his experience. And so, in all of these times of external challenge and changes, the steadiness, make it quick, whoever it is, with the candy, somebody's, make it quick. Okay, because that's torture, the slow opening, for me anyway. So how can we, as individuals, continue this and take this forward? So for that, there needs to be a commitment. And Russell gave me a book yesterday, and I quickly read it just now while we were sitting here. Found something. It says, if you desire happiness in life, then lead a disciplined life. Keep regularity in getting up, working, resting, eating, and so on. Avoid all vices or bad habits. Make it an everyday practice to sit quietly for some time, with your mind relaxed. This controlled mind has such a potency that one can execute great works with ease. This controlled mind, remember this, this controlled mind has such a potency that one can execute great works with ease. Not only does one get the correct inspiration from time to time, but also carry out the job efficiently. By the control of the mind, the mental energy is concerted. It's like a dam, constructing a dam across the flowing water. And when the sluices are opened, the water flows out with such tremendous force and in such quantities that it can submerge a number of towns. Where there is inner peace, outer calm, and ease, and all dealings are free from anxiety. Muktananda, the perfect siddhi, power, dwells there. So, let all of us feel inspired and not think to yourself, I am old or getting old or getting older. Okay? The United States in the last 3 years, Larry shared with me, has, for people who have just retired from big posts or positions, what do I do with life? Stanford is one of them, and I think there's 2 other places, that is now taking these people and saying, okay, you were what you were. What will you do now with your potential? What can you do for society? So there's an actual, I think, 3 or 4 year course to determine going ahead, because we're going to live for another 25 years after you retire. So instead of just playing golf, what else can you do? And that's what Baba Muktananda here is saying. There is potency in that mind. I know after COVID, many have not ventured out of their homes or apartments yet, because they're still afraid I might get COVID. And I tell people, you could die inside your flat too. That possibility exists. And not for one single day at any one of our ashrams have we sat inside scared. We have met with every single person who has come, even when they have told us we have COVID and told us to be careful of them. We told them it's okay, we are fine. So when people ask me, how are you? I tell them, I am alive. So they look at me and say, what do you mean? I said, either you died in COVID or you survived in COVID. So I said, we are the survivors. So if I have survived, now I have to ask myself, what do I want to do with life? Because there's so much happening. Is Devyani on, I think, Friday? She was looking at her laptop and with all of these people signing up for the intensive, either in person here yesterday or online, and she'll go, oh my God, he's signing up. And why she was excited is because we've known him as a young person growing up. He got educated, became a lawyer, got married, had kids, and I don't think it's his first intensive, but she's like, he's signing up. And then, oh my God, he's signing up. And then she said, Louis is coming. And thank God she did, because when he walked in, I would have gone, I know him. But she had put that name Louis. And I'm like, first I didn't, it looks a little different. We know him from Pine Bush. He's from the UFO town, from Shelley, Peter, all of us. I don't know where he lives now. Florida. So as some people sometimes tell me, I was in the area, so I thought, I might as well just drop by and see how you are doing. Well, we are alive, we are kicking, we are cultivating. And as somebody who visited us in 1995 said, you still sing the Jota? I said, Jota. I said, we will till the day we die. I said, we know nothing else. And he looked at me like, Because sometimes people want that, maybe there's a new song. That, I don't know who is singing, and maybe you want to sing that, and maybe that. But this is something that has survived, And so I think as a tradition, we come from Baba Muktananda, Bhagwan Nityananda. The words that came to me as we were sitting here was magnanimous, Vishal. So my mind, my heart, may they be magnanimous. And then, of course, your question could be, how magnanimous? Some people ask me sometimes, how wide should I be open? Wider than you think. Because the moment you think this wide, then as they say in yoga, just a little bit more, creep the fingers, right, Madhu? Creep the fingers out. And you think, creep the fingers out. How do I do that, So when you have a personal coach, the coach comes and actually grabs your wrist or your fingers and pulls it out and shows, see, I gained some millimeters. But we want to do this, we say that's all I can stretch. Because there is, Ayam Shakti Daridyo Mala Avritta Samsari is what the philosophy of Shaivism says. I am devoid of Shakti, or, I have this concept, this feeling that I don't have enough. Whoever cooks in our kitchen is always worried. Is there going to be enough, Devyani? What do you think, Devyani? Everybody going to get? Everybody going to get? Well, just get out of your constipated mind. This is our word from yesterday. Get out of that constipated consciousness that you live in and just expand. How much is everybody going to eat? Not more than you. But there is the fear, is there enough? Just always remember what the child told Saint Francis. At the ocean, Saint Francis is sad because he cannot get the ocean into the cup. And the child tells Saint Francis, throw the cup into the ocean. The ocean is in the cup is in the ocean. So if we think of this word magnanimity. So instead of thinking, how can I be magnanimous, just become part of this entire creation. Meet with Devyani when she's excited. Because there are times when she's not, when she's fed up with us. But then she'll tell you how good it is. There's Russell from Western Australia. He's come all this way. And he's been at it for almost 50, 60 years, from 1973. So count. It's 2023 now. So that's 50 years. And last night he walked in front of me and it took me a moment to realize it was Russell because he had his lungi, his flowing hair. And I'm like, who's the sage who's come to our ashram? Because a little bit dark, And then as I walked, I said, oh, that's Russell. I said, not bad. 50 years later, there's some semblance of a sage in the darkness. Optical illusion. So at least that's not bad. Instead of fear arising, oh my God, who is it? And where else? We have Chudala here. Devyani's like, oh my God, she's going to go. I wish she could stay because she's been here 6 months unnoticed, making some delicious meals, making her little jokes here and there, but just going about. Bhakti, just find a place to sit. If you want to sit, then sit over there. You cannot just get up in satsang. You got to get that head straight, all of us. Because you can't. She already sat there telling Jackie, I think, something. So I gathered that she's going to get up every 5 minutes, which is what she's doing. I can do that too. I can tell myself, my head is hurting, my leg is hurting, my back is hurting, my this is hurting, my that is hurting. This is what we do. And then we find somebody else and see it's hurting. Oh, baby. And then somebody else comes along, let me, Seriously, I know all this, because it's happened all over the world. And people think compassion means, baby, let me just, show you love. No, you got to show them, stand up. It's an 18-year-old child, a 20-year-old child, a 60-year-old child. Seriously, I'm not joking here. You can either play into their weaknesses or show them their strengths. And I speak from experience. We lived with Baba Muktananda from being little. And he never treated us like little. You are a grown-up. Because if you don't show, I ask people this question, They're like, let the child do whatever it wants. I said, okay, your child is going to go to the edge of a cliff. Are you just going to watch it fall down the cliff and tumble? And in Hindi we say, Jai Shri Ram. It's gone to the gods. Or do you tell that child, honey, you're going to fall over if you go a little bit too far on the edge of the cliff? So if there you think you should tell it that it should come in a little bit so it won't fall off the cliff, why not at other times tell the child that it needs to be corrected and controlled? Why at other times did you say that there is freedom? And why at the edge of a cliff is there fear? Why at that edge of the cliff do you not say it's okay? If the child falls, it falls, it's okay. Why is there duality at that moment? And we all do this in various forms. Don't take me literally in the example I have given to you. Because some people sometimes do that. They'll come to me and let me clarify what you said. I don't need clarification of what I said. I know what I am saying. Seriously. Whether you hear me or not doesn't matter. What matters is you grow up, become responsible, and just, this is what I want to say, is that the ashram should be a place that's open to anyone, open to everyone. You think of Bhagwan Nityananda, he lay there. All kinds of people walked through there. I share often a story of a Swamiji I met in Mumbai. And when he heard that I come from the lineage of Bhagwan and Baba, he said, oh, I want to share something. I said, yeah. He said, this is many years ago. I said, yeah, it's before 61. So he said, yeah, probably in the 50s. He said, I was a traveling sadhu. I heard about this great sage. I went there, and he was lying facing the wall with his bum, because he just wore a loincloth, with his back towards us. He said, I thought for a moment, why do I want to see the back of even a great sage? But he said, I've come all this way, and getting back to Ganesh Puri in those days was not easy. He said, so I thought, all these people are going, so I might as well, what do I lose? So he said, I got in line. And when I came, he turned. We looked at each other. He said, I was happy. I got to see him. And he said, I walked away. I thought to myself, did he turn for me, or was he just bored looking at the wall? So he said, I looked back, and I looked back. He had turned to the wall again. So he said, Bada Sant, great sage. And he left it at that. So each and every one of us, if we come to that place of magnanimity in our heart and mind, and be open. Open means, as Baba says, welcoming. And he would always say, this is the best worship, welcome. And again, from a genuine place, a place of truth, welcome. And so, providing that space for that experience like that Swami had, in that instant, in that moment, just connect to that divinity, to that truth that dwells within us. So for that, what I talked about 2 or 3 weeks ago, the pulse is important. When I came in, I first slowed down the Guru Gita, I couldn't go in, and Vivek was, because there's this fear sometimes. If I don't lead, somebody else might jump in. But we need to find as a group that pulse. We need to be at the same starting place. Georgia is from opera, and opera is like that. Imagine one trombone goes a second early. I'm sure the conductor gives a dirty look. Because you have notes there. The whole entourage, choir, band has to be boom on that moment. As our tabla player said last night, start on one, end on one. And what is that one? You must find it. And that's true in life. When you have an accident, don't say that the other one was not driving with awareness. You were also not driving with awareness. Talking about driving, I just remembered it was Jim's father, right? With the backhoe and all of that. His father drove a big machine. Jim is in the excavation business. And his father had a heart condition. Or something. I don't know, I forget now quite what happened. So quite a few years ago. Don't know the details yet. And Jim is also looking at him like, what are you trying to say? But something about awareness where he brought himself close to the road from wherever he was working so that somebody could take him to the hospital. I'm talking about pulse. I'm talking about beat. I'm talking about staying with it. You cannot just submit and say whatever God wants in the wrong way. Yes, it is whatever God wants, but in the right way. And there is a difference. So making that teaching or teachings alive for yourself first, and as it becomes alive for you, sharing. And not necessarily just by blabbing away, but by the way you are, your life, your presence, who you are attracts them. I always tell people, don't go and say, I have a great guru, I had a great guru. Let me tell you about him. As soon as they start, I go, God, shut up. Because I want to know what have you got? What are you? Who are you? And by the way you are, you will express even your own spouse for that matter. Whoever, wherever you come from, you don't have to blabber about what was. You have to talk about what is. This is now. This is who I am. So be humble. And it's wonderful. Somebody wrote, humility is not thinking of yourself, not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. Humility is not thinking less of yourself. Because many people think that I'm so humble. Anyway. As Thoreau said, it is not enough to be busy. The question is, what are we busy about? Yes, everybody will say, I'm busy. I can't come to Satsang today, Devyani, because I'm busy. But busy about what? There's a story, which I shared, I don't know when, some time back. Lord Indra once got angry with the farmers. And he announced that there will be no rain for 12 years. And therefore the farmer will not be able to produce crops. So the farmers begged Lord Indra for clemency. So Indra said, okay, when Shiva plays his drum, his damru, then there will be rain. So the farmers asked Shiva, and Shiva did not agree. So the farmers thought, nothing to do for 12 years. Just like we read the news, market is bad, situation is bad, and then we just sit down, we say, okay, we'd say, Lavarji, what planet is in my way? Who is in my way? And then he suggests a puja, and you say, okay, I cannot pay you now, I'll pay you when I have money. So all this goes on. But there was a farmer who kept farming. And all his friends laughed at him and said, why are you farming when we're not going to have rain for 12 years? He said, because I could forget farming in 12 years if I don't keep up the practice. So I'm practicing farming so that in 12 years when it rains, my farm will be ready and so will I. So Goddess Parvati, who's sitting next to Shiva, says, Shiva, it's been 3 years since you played the damru, since you played the drum. In 12 years, just like the farmer could forget farming, you might forget to play the damru. So Lord Shiva says, you are right. So he picks up his drum and plays his drum. And the condition was when Shiva plays the drum, it will rain. So it rains. And when it rains, the farmer who's been practicing is happy because his field is ready. He can grow a crop. So, what does the storyteller tell us here? Keep practicing. And when you keep practicing, you don't become deceased or old. I sent Madhu a line the other day from Clint Eastwood. He's 93. And they said, what are you going to do? He said, I'm going to make a new movie. He said, the old man keeps knocking on the door. I just don't let him in. And Madhu wrote me back and said, yes, the old man is knocking at the door. Because he's also 82 and sometimes says to himself or to us, I don't know, I should act my age. So basically here, the talk is about practice. Practice is the essence of quality survival. Whatever trade or profession you are in, keep sharpening your skills. Practice with what we have. Upgrade our knowledge. Don't wait for the rain. Don't wait, this must have been during lockdown. Don't wait for the lockdown to be lifted and then start something. We're at the best time during lockdown. We were 180 of us. We got up every day at 4 a.m. and we went to bed at 10, sometimes 11 p.m. And the best part was we had a cook and we had the person in the cowshed. This was in Magod, India. And so April, May, June, July, August were the best 5 months. We had lots of fruits from the ashram. We had fresh cow milk. And we just had fun. So whereas the rest of the world was like, oh, I'm going to die. I could die. I might die. We just didn't give ourselves that option. We were maskless. And many people, they would tell Devyani, tell him to do this, tell him to do that, meaning me. Send me instructions from here, the modern America that knows everything. I would write back to Devyani, we are having fun. Nobody's died yet in the 180. And, we had little fevers in here and there, and our doctor was very good. She said, isolate. So don't see that person for 10 days. His food would go, or her food would go. But, when the doctor said 10 days later, you were clear, you come out. But we all lived. And somebody visited us in between, said, you guys are having fun. And we said, yes, that's the motto of life. He said, we are 6 of us inside a 3-bedroom flat, sometimes fed up with the other. Of course, he didn't quite say it that way because Indians are very diplomatic in what they say. But basically he said, we are fed up of the wife or the mother or the father. And here we are 180 of us. Fun. And basically that's what this person is saying. Skill yourself, prepare yourself to meet the challenges. And when I think of what Baba Muktananda said, was like, let's go, let's go, let's go. Keep it moving, chalo, chalo, chalo. And we are like, but Baba, I, blah, blah, blah. And I love this one person who comes up to him who says, Baba, can you read my mind? And Baba simply said, why would I want to know the filth that's going on in your mind? I am happy. I'm having fun. I'm filled with joy, filled with love, filled with bliss of the self. Why would I want to know the ignorance that you are experiencing? So it says there are 7.9 billion people in the world. It must have grown since then. So why are you letting one of them ruin your life? Get it? I want to make sure because everybody's doing this. But I don't see that, don't let one person go to the other 7 point, what would it be? 89? Yeah, it's just too many. 7.9 minus 1, whatever that. There's nothing quite as intense as the moment of clarity when you suddenly see what's really possible for you. There is nothing quite intense as the moment of clarity when you suddenly see what's really possible for you. Surround yourself with people who push you to do and be better. Don't get angry at them, okay? Some people do that. Why did you do that to me? I was happy where I was. But I think you could do better. Anyway, surround yourself with people who push you to do and be better. No drama or negativity. Just higher goals and motivation. Good times and positive energy. No jealousy or hate. Simply bringing out the absolute best in each other. And I often share with people that when we lived and traveled with Baba Muktananda, we were about 1,000 of us. Not that we all knew each other, we probably knew sometimes 10, sometimes 100. And we didn't know the other 900. But the one thing we had was simply bringing out the absolute best in each other. Even we knew the shortcomings, but we had fun with that also. You can ask Larry, Madhu, Amita, others. We have all experienced practitioners. And we're still living with each other. That's even when Vasudha's going, I'm the oldest here. Because she came along in 70 or 71? 71. And also, Russell, we already decided he's a sage in the dark. Daytime, I don't know. I'd have to follow him at daytime to see. Kalyani is probably listening, going, what? Russell, a sage? See, at this age of life, we can say these things and know that he will not kill me afterwards, or they will not, So. So I tried to actually this morning think of, 2023 has come to an end. I tried to think of what did we do this year? Because each year is unique in its own way, special in its own way. And so what did we do? Here we are almost 10 months into the year. And I remembered, we began the year with the opening of the ashram in Ganeshpuri in Nimbawali, which already seems like it's been so long ago, but it was, I think, only this January. Janvi is here. Her husband Nitin has been running a educational initiative there since 2006-7, and he just won an award a couple of weeks ago, and he's going again on Wednesday to some conference or award ceremony in Mumbai. And so he's also decided to join up with us, or we've joined up with him. It's mutual. Just bringing up education, and they've done a lot of work with sanitation there in all of these years, and that's what the award was for, was sanitation for women, bathrooms, etc., and education. And then a young girl named Viju, whom I've known since she was little, and she's still only, I think, at this height. Her daughter is just maybe an inch more. And the daughter came to me in November and said, I want to work for Shanti Mandir. And I have seen her over the years do a lot of things around the area. And so I said, okay. I said, but for the potential you have, I said, I want you to do something more. I said, I don't want you to just run the front office or work here within the ashram, but I want you to do something more. She said, what do you want me to do? I said, I don't know. I said, what do you think is your potential? So she said, okay, I'll work with schools. So she works with schools. And this past May, we gave out 20 to 30,000 saplings to the schools through the government. 5 fruit trees per family. And the education officer who decided this, he said, if we give them fruit plants or fruit saplings, they will plant, water, make it grow, because they will get fruit to eat, they will get fruit to sell, which will give them an income. Because there was one question, I think it was Irvasa or whoever was there asked me at the time, how do you guarantee that this will grow? I said, we'll ask the officer this question. We asked the officer this question. And he said, because it's a fruit plant, they will make sure it grows. So there she is, however old she is, I don't know, Pramila, maybe 40, close to 40, working away. And then her husband, they come up with new, more brilliant ideas. We have to stop for a moment and go, do we have the guts, the courage to do this? Because the latest one 2 weeks ago was, we want to give bicycles to the kids. And the bicycle will be on a loan basis. Some of you might have seen this in Europe. There are stands with bicycles. You put your credit card, you pick up a bicycle, you ride it to a certain place, and there you put it in, and then I don't know if you do your card again, and it keeps track of from where you picked up your bike and where you left it. So I'm like, okay, how do we do this in India? 7.9 billion people, out of which X billion are in India. But I said, okay, if they understand, the villagers, they understand how their mindset is and they are willing, I said, fine. She said, no, the officer, the this, the that, everybody's in. I said, okay, let's do it. So in the next month or so, all these young kids will be racing around on their bikes. I mean, you think we have a little monitor, and it's like, okay, what are we going to do with this monitor? It's 10 years old. We have Apple TV, which is 10 years old. And then I said, okay, ask. I said, but everybody here is so updated with so many gadgets. And then you go to a country like India and somebody is desperate for a basic bicycle. Here we don't even have bicycles anymore. We have those motorized bicycles. So I don't know why they're riding those. I don't know if that gives you exercise, because I thought the whole point of riding a bicycle was to get out there and, right, Peter? Peter has bicycled the nation how many times? Just once. That he's being humble now. He's feeling shy. See, people get shy. It's like all of a sudden too many people will know what I do. I do that to run away from people. I don't want to know. I don't want anybody to follow me. I'm just getting away from everything. But it's so much fun to me when I think that you can inspire someone somewhere who's still thinking, waiting for God to send a sign. The God sent rain, thunder, lightning, a kick in the butt, made you fall down, and etc., etc. And you say, I'm waiting for God to send me a sign. And God says, I sent you a helicopter, I sent you a... I don't know. So anyway, so when we ended up in Nimbavali, I thought to myself, I said, what are we going to do here? Because for the last 40 years, I told myself, We'll come, we'll have darshan, we'll enjoy the space, and we'll go away. But this lady, Swami Gyanananda, got into her head that she had half an acre of land and she has to give it to Swami Nityananda. And I always told her no. Now, when I told her yes, I have no idea. But she says to me, I went to Bhagwan and I told him, I need an answer from him today. And she said, Bhagwan said, go stand outside after the noon arti and he'll give you an answer. I said, I don't remember. She said, you don't remember? I said, no, I don't. I said, I don't even know how we got this property, how we have this ashram, and how we are here. But I said, we are. It took us 5 or 6 years. Bhaskar has been living there. Anand is now living there. Others are living there. And there it is. Different people go there and go, oh. We had Edie Sindhu Shaw just recently there. She sent a wonderful letter. She said, I went to Ganeshpuri after 30, 40 years. I went to Magod. I went to Kankal. She said, it's good to see you continuing. I read the letter twice just to make sure that I was reading what I thought I was reading. Because it feels good when somebody who's been along on the path over the years, transcribing Baba's talks, working with Swami Pragyananda Amma, and who goes and gives a positive report rather than saying you're not doing what Baba was doing. Because some people can tend to do that, You don't have the peacock feathers. No, we don't. We have them, but by Baba's statue here and by Baba's statue in Magod. And Baba can use it when he wants. Soft, right? You said it's his choice. Because people get stuck, that constipated thought. Baba said. What did Baba say? Baba said, love everybody, Why don't you remember that? God dwells within you as you honor yourself, respect yourself. Baba said that. Why don't we remember that? Why don't we remember the teachings? Why don't we remember the truth of what he shared? We get caught in a concept. We get caught in an idea. And we don't know how to step out of it and become magnanimous. Seriously. Because I meet people all over the world. And I share something Eddie Oliver, the manager of Baba Muktananda, says, I think it was 10, 20 years ago, he said, somebody came to him and said, I want to talk to you about Baba. Eddie said, which Baba? My Baba? Your Baba? Devyani's Baba? Larry's Baba? Madhu's Baba? Russell's Baba? The man looked at him like, huh? Because, Umesh has his idea of Baba. Each one of us, whether we met him or didn't meet him, it's like the blind man and the elephant. How do you see the elephant? What is your perspective? What is your take? Did you just meet him in the courtyard? Did you walk around with him? Did you fly with him? Did you drive with him? What aspect of Baba are we going to discuss or talk about? And the person said, I have to think about it. Because first I have to become clear. When I say Baba, what do I mean by Baba? There's a Baba on the seat. Yes, I know I said yesterday and I will say this. The Baba you meet in the bedroom, the Baba you meet in the living room, the Baba you meet on stage, the Baba you meet anywhere, the person was the same. There was no difference in that. But yet, depending on the situation, he responded in that moment to that situation. Not react like we do, but respond to that person, to that situation. So therefore, sometimes in his books, you will read a question and each question might look similar and the answer will be 3 different answers because there were 3 different answers to 3 different individuals. But like Larry said yesterday, the person comes up and says, Baba, don't tell me to meditate. And Baba pauses for a moment. The man is happy because Baba is pondering his question. Baba comes forward, pulls him close. He says, meditate. Do japa. Sing the name of God. The man walks away. Because he thought he was going to outwit the Guru, outsmart the Guru. Little does he know that the Guru has been it long enough, first of all with himself and with so many of us. So therefore, there's a quote in Hindi, and I'll end with that, and then we'll have some kirtan. And this applies to each and every one of us. जब सब कुछ हारने पर भी अगर फिर से परिस्थितियों से लड़ने की मन में इच्छा प्रकट हो जाएगी तो समझ लेना संपूर्ण ब्रह्मांड व प्रकृति आपकी मदद करने जा रहे हैं. If because of the situations and circumstances everything is lost, but now once again the mind has the guts or the courage or the chutzpah to think, okay, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do it. Then realize that the entire cosmos and nature is there to support you. So we have to get clarity and a firm determination inside of ourselves. And that firm determination, dhriti, dhairya, is what will propel us and will achieve it. The possibility is there for each and every one. When rain falls equally. When grace falls equally. Because many people always think, my neighbor got better grace. I often joke that in Hindi, sometimes a parent comes and he says, can you give good blessings to my child? I ask them, well, is there bad blessings? Or incompetent blessings? And for that, somebody told me a long time ago, there's only one thing. Either you are pregnant or you are not. So when I think of the grace, the Guru, God, deity, whatever it is you want to call, all you have to do is just like, have you ever floated in an ocean? It's wonderful. You simply have to let go. And there is an experience that you only know if you've floated, upside or downside, whichever way. And both ways are wonderful. I've done both. And it took time to first understand, to just let go, float, let go, float, let go, float. Because there's nothing to hold on to, but yet the ego, the mind, the fear, what is it that you're going to hold on to? You're at 10 feet of water, and your coach, your teacher, whoever's there is with you and says, okay, just float. And you say, no, wait, I want to grab onto something, but what is not something you can grab onto? Put your leg down, you go down, the water is above you. You can turn, twist, do many things, and at some point, you get it. And then he says, now turn over. You say, wait a minute, I've got it one way. Because face down, I think, is easier than face up. At least in my memory. I'm talking about back in 1978 in Honolulu. And Mark Ketchel was my great swimming teacher. He's like, okay, we're going to go from here to the raft. I'm like, no way. It's like the raft's probably a mile away. But when you don't know what you're going to do in that much water, drown, die, what am I going to tell Baba? I'm dead. Because I was learning to swim. And he's like, don't worry, brother, I'm there. It's like, yeah, you are there, but it's my life, my body. And when you finally get it, you think, how easy, how simple. And I often think this whole path, the practice, the tradition, when you step out of the ego, when you step out of the head, it seems so easy. And I look at our ashram schedule, whether it's here, Magod, Walden, Kankal Nimbavali, you start early in the morning and it goes on the whole day. At night, at 9 o'clock, you lie in bed and just drift off to sleep. We don't even have time to say sweet dreams because the tradition is no dreams. You want to go. I often watch an interview by the Singapore of I think Prime Minister of Singapore, the ex-Prime Minister. For those who haven't, you should watch him, I think. Sometimes he will give you some good ideas. Because he was a man who created the country that is Singapore now. And he was called a gentle dictator, which sometimes I think of Baba as that also. In the right way again, not wrong, okay? Because we are like, I don't know, should I get up now? And Baba would come with his stick and his foot. Depending on which was closer, he would kick you or hit you and say, up now, go. And as soon as you hear him doing that to somebody else, you are gone. And there's nothing wrong in that. If today, for those of us who have it in us, it is because at that young age, and he talks about children, he talks about the world, he talks about the crisis that we are experiencing today. This was 10, 20, 30 years ago. But we have to have the wisdom in us to be able to listen to that. Because again, if we come from a constipated mind, you won't get him. If you come from a so-called democratic mind, you won't get it. You have to have that magnanimous, vishal, big, open possibility. And if you do, you'll be amazed at what you will do in your life. Forget what you might do for someone else. Because when I say constipated, I just mean Baba Muktananda talked about a horse with blinders can only see this. And he would say, take the blinders off. Look around. Look at the beauty of this world, of this universe. Enjoy it. And so, here we are. Some 41 years later, Devyani is alive, I am alive. I don't know who wants to kill who first. But anyway. Huh? Okay, that's a private conversation. Sorry. I'm just kidding. I know. Devyani says, don't use such strong words. So I won't use such strong words. We love each other. And so therefore here we are, 41 years later. We all love each other and therefore we are all here in this space. That's the right words, right? Awesome. That's Kelly always says that, awesome. And I was telling Kimberly that someday I slip off and I go off on a funny tangent. And some people look at me like, what is it talking about? So they warn me, don't get off, don't slip off. Stay on the track. Stay on the straight and the narrow. And what can I do? I'm a little big. Sometimes the straight and narrow, I fall off, lose my balance. But I'm good here. I'm okay. I don't think that I've lost the balance here. The balance here is perfect. And so, just think a little humor, a little laughter is good because some of you are so serious. It's like I see some of you come through Satsang and sit here for 3 hours and never even break a smile because they're serious spiritual speakers, seekers. I see that. It's like, I meet swamis like that too, and I go, oops, so I run away. They say, I want to talk to you. I say, no, I don't want to talk to you. I might become like you. Both my parents had a good sense of humor, and I think my siblings have a good sense of humor. I have the best sense of humor. And so I say the fact that Devyani herself, for example, 41 years later, or 45 years later, whatever, we have survived. We are here together. That means something that we are doing is right. And basically, it is that which somewhere along the way, instilled within us by all of the wonderful people in our life. I call it loving joy. And so, as we travel, I think to myself, what is it? As I don't get caught in the whole verbiage that many people do of the spiritual lofty ideals, but just to bring graciousness, to bring joy, to bring freedom, to bring that feeling of magnanimity and openness, not just within one individual, but in as many as possible, and to operate from that space and to live life from that space. And as Devyani often says, it's not our first rodeo, and something else, right? I don't know. So we are off to our 41st rodeo of Om Namo Bhagavate Muktanandaya. So you can dance, you can sing. Don't wait for the rain to stop. Huh?
Namo Bhagavate पदोपदी अपार झाल्या पुण्याच्या राशी
परोपरी अपार झाल्या पुण्याच्या राशी
पदोपदी अपार झाल्या पुण्याच्या राशी
साबाईचे ते गजले आम्हारी करणे कसे धन्य धन्य प्रदक्षिणा सद्गुरु रायाची वरसुरवर विमान कराची
धन्य
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 हो
हो
प्रदक्षिणा
सद्गुरुरायाची झाली वरसुरवर विमान
मृदंग ताल गोल भक्त बाबाचे गाते मृदंग मृदंग ताल गोल भक्त बाबाचे गाते मृदंग नाम संकीर्तने ब्रह्मानंदे नाचते धन्य धन्य प्रदक्षिणा सद्गुरु रायाची वरसुरवर विमान कराची
धन्य धन्य हो प्रदक्षिणा सद्गुरुरायाची
Sat.
Sadgurunath Maharaj ki jai. So this concludes Gurudev's visit here to Walden, and he'll be leaving tomorrow afternoon. So if any of you who are here locally or who are planning to depart tomorrow would like to stay till he departs, he'll be departing the ashram from the temple at around 2 p.m. So just so everybody has the same time, so that's 2 p.m. And in concluding his visit, I would like to read from Baba's book, Muktananda Thanks You. And this is from the 1976 tour of America that Baba had taken. So there's so many different people to thank when Gurudev comes. There's all of the local people who are here throughout the year, sustaining the ashram, stoking the fire, and keeping the flame burning all year round. There are all of the visitors who come and grace the ashram with their presence when Gurudev's in residence. And then there's, of course, Gurudev, who is here several times a year, and he comes and he also goes. So there's so many different people to thank. So I thought that I would read from Baba's words where he's thanking the people, and this would apply to all of the various countries that Baba visited over the many, many years. But in his thank you, everyone's included, and it's beautiful, and it's very touching. So I'm just going to read not all of it, but a few of his excerpts here. So he says, I offer my endless salutations to Sri Gurudev, who is the most beloved self of all beloveds, the center of my life, the God of my existence, and my pure wisdom. O all my beloved men and women who helped me on my American tour, I greet you remembering the self with love. Because of your total help, great renunciation, austerity, patience, and enthusiasm, I have been able to accomplish my work in America. In spreading the most mysterious and secret Siddha Yoga imparted to me by my guru, I have received tremendous help from all of you. In helping me with my work, you never bothered to me whether you never bothered to see whether it was night or day. You never cared about hunger or fatigue. You didn't even think about your families or worry about your future. You spent all your time doing my work. This is called surrender. By surrendering everything, you have made the work you have carried out for me most auspicious, beneficial, and without blemish. I do not look upon you as my devotees or disciples. I consider you all sisters and brothers in the family of my Nityananda Baba. You are all pure souls. You were born pure. Your perfection was already with you. Each of you was a flame of that pure self. Being the family of Nityananda like me, you have joined me to do his work. This is my understanding. If the feeling of mine and thine, small and big, arises in you, and the desire to raise someone up and bring another down begins, then you can be sure that it is an invitation to the Guru's disgrace, and you can know that you are falling. Do not forget the final message of Nityananda. Meditate on yourself. Worship yourself. Kneel to yourself. Remember yourself. Whatever is yours is in you. Always remember this. Keep meditating regularly. Keep repeating your mantra with discipline. Keep hugging the sisters and brothers of our Nityananda family, and keep pouring forth love on each other. Love is the self. Love is religion. Love is God. Love is the path. Love is the cult. Love is the only thing of great value to acquire. That which is Nityananda is the same as universal bliss. Let him always swell in your heart in the form of bliss. This is the blessing of Muktananda with love. I love you, I love you, I love you. Your own Swami Muktananda. So as we conclude Gurudev's visit, there's always what is coming next. So next weekend, we have a surprise guest speaker. So our guest speaker is going to be Ananta Lavarji Shastriji. So he will be our speaker next Sunday. So he will share with us about his puja and mantra and about his family tradition and how he got involved in all of that, which we all get to experience now over the many, many years. So he'll share about that, and he'll also share about his relationship to Shanti Mandir and to Gurudev. So that's next Sunday. Also, I want to wish everybody who is traveling back, wish everybody safe return travels. Thank you all for your visits and making the ashram so alive and so filled with your devotion and all of your love. Our next intensive is going to be December 30th. That's the last one of 2023, and that also carries Gurudev's message for 2024 in that one. So please make sure to register, and you can attend in person as well. And last but not least, we do have a 32-inch LG monitor with Apple TV and cable. So for anybody who would like that, you could see me after the program. Everybody is invited to come up for darshan, followed by our lunch prasad, which today is vegetable korma, jeera rice, and there's salad, and it goes on and on. So go and enjoy all of the lovely prasad. Sadhguru Nath Maharaj Ki Jai.